Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here today to do the monthly reading. This is a general reading for the month of July for the sign of Virgo. Back into the monthlies, and I am a few days late. It's all good. I'm not going to stress about it anymore being late. I stress enough. I got enough. I want a good smudge for you guys. Come on, baby. Burn, burn, burn. So stubborn. Speaking of burning, I have my intuitive candle from intuitivecandles.com burning behind me. This week it is Enchanted Woods. And it smells heavenly. It really is. Beautiful smell. The reveal that I got from that one, where did it go? There it is. I already got my reveal from it. It's beautiful. I'll show you in a minute till we get the smudge out of the way here. Oh. Sweetgrass, cedar, and grandpa's beard. And Colorado blue white sage. These are the ingredients of my smudge. Wonderful. And a little bit for you guys. Here you go. There you go, Virgo. There's a good smudge for you right there. That's a good one if I ever saw one. All right. Yes, the intuitivecandles.com. They make custom scents, any scent you want. They've got a lot of regular scents as well. Let's see here. And when the wax melts down, you're left with a beautiful reveal. Precious stones, semi-precious stones and minerals and things like the tree of life. Look at this. This come out of the Enchanted Woods candle that I'm burning today. Now it's got a little bit of weight behind it too. These are all gorgeous. I'm wearing all kinds of them. Actually, I got two candles this time around. One was a tester for frankincense. She wasn't crazy about it. I fell in love with it, and I said it's the best one so far. And what I received out of that one was my very first chakra. This is called a throat for the throat chakra in around this area here, head, shoulders, and all that good stuff. This is beautiful, just stunning. I've got so many I can't show them all. Anyways, Virgo, let's get down and get the shuffle done here so we can get your reading underway. Sorry about the delay. I got a little bit of burnout last week. I had to take a couple days off. I'm almost 100%, but just the thought of picking up the cards made me almost want to vomit. It was that bad. I had to step away for a couple of days. Now I'm fine again. So I've been at this over a year straight. I haven't had any vacation or time off. And of course it's getting very, very, very busy. Even when I'm in the middle of doing these readings, the general readings, I got private readings coming at me. I'm not complaining about that because I love them and it's better for me. But there's no downtime. When I get these monthlies done, I'll go, there, now I can have a day or two off, and it doesn't work that way. So, but it's all good. I'm fine. It takes a lot out of me doing the readings, a lot of energy, and I feel it at the end of the day. This is for Virgo. I like Virgos. They're such nice people. Most of them are really, really awesome people. Really nice, sweet. They don't like adversity or problems. They don't like confrontation. They like peace, quiet, happy, joyful. The Virgos, I'm sorry, I just did Leo, so excuse me if I say that. But the Virgos I know, yeah, I've got one card turned over. You're not supposed to be faced that way. This is for Virgo, general monthly reading for July 2017. May or may not resonate with all of you watching this. That's why they're free. That's why they're called general. If you want something specific just for you, of course, I offer the service of private personal readings. You can find the information for that down below this video window under the Show More section. There's your cards, Virgo. And if you just read through that area once on how it works with Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you grab that email that I use there for everything. Ship one off saying you'd like to have a reading, and I'll get you taken care of. Very first card is your overall energy, Virgo. The Hanged Man in limbo. Alright, that's your overall energy. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, beautiful. Virgo. In your finances, in your wealth, look what we have. The Ace of Cups. That's funny. She's the card that was turned over, and she did come up. Angel of the Ocean, healing within the family structure, within your love life. Anything that's close to your heart and love. Excuse me. Your challenges. Yeah, that'd be a challenge for the month of July. Virgo. 8 of Wands, restrictions. And your final card, and your message from Spirit. Starting to become a theme, I think. 2 Cups. It's all about partnership. That's your message from Spirit. When I am finished and exhausted the messages from those cards, I pull one significator from the deck of just simply tarot is what it's called, tarot. All right. Okay, first card. What's up with this, Virgo? You're in limbo. And I'm hearing right off that's a good thing right now for you to be in limbo, not a negative aspect to that at all. Some of you are feeling stuck, like there's no forward movement going on at this time. Even some things in your life that you are ready to implement and roll out are now on hold for some of you. Some of you are waiting for a decision to be made as well. It feels like everything around you has become stagnant. Nothing's moving, nothing's shifting, nothing's changing. Everything's just kind of stuck in the mud kind of thing. And because of that, you're feeling like you have no control out of what's going on around your life and within your life and what affects your life. Some of you may get frustrated and want to compromise. The advice is not to do that. And the reason you shouldn't do that is because you have to look at the bigger picture all the time. 9.9.99999% of the time. You always look at the bigger picture. There's only that minute chance that taking an instant fix is something that you have to do. And I say this, instant fixes only fix things for an instant. Remember that when you go for the compromisation, okay? If you go to compromise, you're going to be faced with the same problems again. Before you know it, they'll come back to haunt you because you didn't look at the bigger picture and handle it in that way. The Hanged Man is here to ask you to stay calm and use this time. As you can see here, I always point this out for those of you that are, yeah, you know already. But if you look at him in the body language here, you see the rays of light? Those are blessings. And that's his communication with the ether. And he's hanging. He's found a place and a way to get comfortable in his predicament. He has no control over anything. He's literally tied right up. And this goes for you figuratively. You feel like you're bound, you're tied, you're being hung up to dry or hung upside down. You have no control. He's found a place. He said, you know what, while I'm hanging here, I'm going to get comfortable. Since everything's out of my control, there's no sense in fighting this at this point because I can't get free. And if you look at his body language, he's very relaxed. His palm of his hands are wide open. And he's hanging there, and he's thinking things over and mulling things through. Although this may seem like lost time, it will not be wasted time. Put it that way. You may have some light bulb moments, some moments of epiphany, other things that have come along and happened while you were on hold as well. Just because you're on hold doesn't mean the whole world's on hold, although it may feel that way for some of you. Just stay calm. It won't be time wasted. The advice of the card is use this time waiting to see your situation in a new light and look for alternatives, other choices. There's always other choices, unless you're really backed into a corner, right? Um, but you may gain some valuable insight if you keep an open mind. And don't just shut right down and say, I'm not doing things that way. I'm just not doing it and won't even consider anything else. You need to consider. You do, if even just for a few minutes. Your keywords for your overall energy are waiting, time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. Other people's viewpoints might clash with yours. All right. So a lot of time, you're going to be feeling like, for some of you, remember this is a general reading, but some of you are going to be feeling like the whole month of July is going to be a washout before it's even begun, because things are on hold, but things can happen and change any minute. Like to get a card like the man, the hanged man, and being in limbo, and then on top of this, in your financial sector, in your wealth sector, comes a beautiful card, the Ace of Cups, that represents love. So this can happen. Your days can go, to black and white kind of thing. This card brings forth your heart's desire. This card shows you finding fulfillment as well through relationships and artistic pursuits as well. And some of you may have some projects on the go. Something that has become your baby, as it would be called. You won't let anybody else near it. You won't let anyone else touch it. This is something very, very special. This is just for a few of you out there, and I mean a few, like 3 or 4 people that would have this baby project on the way. And it's all yours. You don't share that with anybody. You don't want help from anybody. You don't want interference. You want people to leave you alone in the creative zone that you find yourself in. There could be some money flow from this as well. So that's why you don't want anybody else messing this up or anything like that. For some of you, at this time too, you're going to be spending a little bit more money and investing a little bit of money into your home, redecorating, this kind of a thing. Some of you may be writing a book at this time as well. That could become your baby, the book. You don't want anybody else's 2 cents. I just feel that coming for some of you. This card also brings about extremely overwhelming emotions. Finding yourself overwhelmed in situations you didn't see it coming, and all of a sudden the waterworks come out. Heartbreaking beauty is going to stir you and move you. Something that's so beautiful it almost hurts to look at it. Makes your heart ache. Takes your breath away. It moves you emotionally. I get that way every day here. When I look out my window, I get moved every day. Every time I go outside. Every time I look around. And there could be nothing else going on in my life that day. It could be the day from hell, a horrible Monday. Today's Monday. Knock on wood. It's so far so good. But overwhelming emotions. And for some of you, that will be shocking and surprising as well. The advice of this card, open your heart and trust. You really don't need to be overwhelmed in some situations if you take a deep breath and try to keep your perspective about you. And if you're in a public situation where this is happening, just try to remove your emotionality to it. Try to disconnect from it so that you're not breaking down in public. You wouldn't want that, I'm sure. But be open to what is coming to you at this time. There is some things coming to you. It's going to enhance the financial aspects of your life. Second job, better job, newer job, promotion, travel for work. Travel is part of the job. One person finding love on travel for work on the trip. Somebody's going to find love. One person. Just one of you. Be open to everything that comes your way so you don't shortchange yourself. Your keywords are beginnings and passion, creation, creativity, fulfillment, overflow of emotions, and intensity. A lot of intensity and fire and passion going on. You found your niche in life. You found a way to make some money, and you're passionate about it, and it's just wonderful. It's just the greatest. And you just want to give 150% of yourself, and you will. This means a lot to some of you, whatever that is. But it translates to money. It really does. A lot of love there, too. Angel of the Ocean's all about healing. This is about your love, your heart, and your home. Anything to do with love, it's close to your heart. This is the healer of the ocean. She's a negotiator. She's a manager. She's a mediator. Sometimes she's a parent that has to smooth over the demands within the family to keep the peace. And that can go for dads as well. You're going to need the patience of a saint. This is your home life. Kids are out of school for summer. School's out for summer. So there you go. Kids are wound for sound. And you're ready to burst a vessel. Oh my gosh. 2 months of this. I love my kids, but oh my gosh, the noise level, I can't. I know. I want my peaceful days back. Where I could wait and sip coffee till 10 a.m. every day. None of that's going to happen. These guys are going to be up to crack of dawn hours before you are. Probably have the kitchen rode off, their bedrooms rode off, bathroom tore apart while they're in a big rush to get outside and have fun. If they're normal children, that is, that like to play outside, that is. And if not, they should be, that is. But yeah, you just need to get more organization going on, Virgo, when it comes to the kids at home or those of you with grandchildren that you're caring for over the summer months. You don't have to lose your mind. You can still enjoy your children and have just as much fun with them. You just need to calm down, get yourself centered, and then start organizing things that makes everybody happy. Never mind with so many restrictions. Try to stay on the positive side when you put that out there to the kids or the people in your life. Stay on the positive. Not all, you can't do this and you can't. All the things you can do. All the things you'd like to see happen. All the things you'd like the kids to. And let them have part of it. Okay? So let them be part of the decision making. Everybody's going to be happy. She's also here to tell you at this time to look to your guides for lessons that will be learned. You're asking your guides to bring forth the best of the best of yourself and your children and your family. And let lessons be learned in the most gentle of ways as well. Don't be overwhelmed by emotions. Don't get overwhelmed by complaints, because that's all part of being a kid. It's the whining and whiny. Oh, I want this. I'll die if I don't get that. The way they can be. I remember I had 3 boys. I know what it's like. I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat. And I raised my 3 boys all by myself, too. And I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat. Yeah. There's also some healing going on for some of you that have recently been through some past trauma in your life. To get on a more serious note, there's some healing that's going to be going on with this card as well. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. It brings balance to your mind, and it brings balance to your body, and balance to your soul, and your intuition, and all the beautiful things that fall into those categories. It brings just a sense of balance where everything is going to slowly be dropping down into place where there's things are supposed to be. You will get control over any chaos that's going on around you. And you will find a happy balance or a happy medium where everybody's quite pleased with how it may take a little bit of work on hearing that. It'll take a little bit of work, a little bit of effort. You're going to have to set time to the side just for that task alone. And you will. If you want to survive the summer, you're darn right you will. Know that your guides and your angels are guiding you, and yeah, that's about how you'll look come the end of summer. Hair all wild and ragged. Your guides and your angels are guiding you, and they're protecting you through this demanding time. Try to look at everything with a sense of humor. This too shall come to pass. Kids fighting, screaming, making messes. You'll get control of it. Work some magic right now to reconcile any opposites that you have on the go, people that you've fallen out with or you're on the outs with, people that you have a hard time agreeing on certain things, difference of opinions, difference of beliefs, the way things should be done. Try to reconcile these things so that you can balance the whole month out. There's nothing lagging and hanging off the tail end. That's always kind of disturbing. The kind of stuff you take to bed with you at night. You know, you're laying there saying, "I wish I hadn't said that to so and so, but if they hadn't done that to me, then I wouldn't." Now we're uncomfortable with each other's presence, and I hate that feeling, especially for Virgo. They don't like that. Try to reconcile these things, Virgo, Virgo, if you can. Yes. Be patient and compassionate. You will get everything done. Your keywords are balance and reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion. Finances and angels. Heavy presence with the angels. Your challenges for July, Virgo. The Eight of Swords, all about restriction. Okay, here's your challenges for July. Some of you are going to be realizing some changes going on at the job, on your job, relationships, or even some projects, that there are going to be restrictions imposed, all right, that you have to follow through. Some relationships are on lockdown at this time because one is not free to commit. Somebody is not free to give of their time, the time that it takes to have a relationship. For some of you, the other person could be already in a committed relationship. And this is kind of on the side. And somebody's wanting somebody to come over to their side, and the other person's saying, I'm not going to do that. I want to be with you. I want to be there, but I cannot be there. I am not going to do that. And some of you, the other person is bound by too much responsibility. You know, you could be a caregiver for an aging or elderly, ill parent, or something like this. It takes up all your time. Maybe you're doing both. You're burning the candle at both ends. You don't have enough hours in the day. And maybe this person you really like and you'd like to see, but it isn't going to happen right now unless you can release some of these restrictions, which is going to be a challenge. The card is telling you you need to be in control of your own life and be realistic regardless of what others think. So free yourself to a great degree by being less tolerant of others. If you don't have time for what you want, what makes you happy, be damned if you got time to give it to anybody else. You've got to take care of you first. You know what? You can start trimming the fat off the outside of your life, the outer edges. The people that are no longer a positive impact to you in your life. And it's not that we use each other. We don't. But some people will drain the energy right out of you, just like letting the air out of a balloon. It's when it's puffed up and it's full and it's colorful and it's beautiful and it floats and it's happy, and then something comes along and slowly drains the air right out of it. It comes into this wrinkled old plastic bag, latex or whatever, and it's nothing more than a hunk of mush. And you can't let people do that to you. You got to put yourself first so you'll be a benefit to everybody else. You come first. Remember that. Keywords are separation and fear for some. Burdens, lack of vision. You take on the negative attitudes, and you will have you'll have more narrow-mindedness than anything else. Feelings of being stuck, sense of responsibility, over too much responsibility, and change. And change can be good. It doesn't have to be bad, but those are your challenges. Okay, so the last card, and it's a beautiful card, and this reading with Virgo's Two of Cups, all about partnerships. The overall common meaning of this card is in the romantic sense of partnerships, of finding your dream mate, finding your kindred spirit, finding the perfect match, the twin flame, the mirror image of yourself, the happily ever after card. In so many ways, when it comes to love, that's what this card is. It represents a lifetime of partnerships and a love that'll last a lifetime. So those of you that are in that mode right now, in that place, and you're wondering, am I going to stay this happy? Is something going to, no, you will stay this happy, whoever it is that you're with. This person that comes into your life, this is for rather new relationships. So the people that come into your life, the person that's come into your life, and you'll recognize them just by your own emotions. Hormones could be popping. kind of thing. Love at first sight, love you truly, madly, deeply kind of thing, right into the end of time itself, and there is no such thing. Time is infinity. Life is full of infinity. It's what we're all about. You could meet this person either on the job or out of work as well. The two of you coming together is going to bring some extremely rewarding experiences. You'll broaden each other's horizons, you broaden each other's minds, outlook, just your life in general is going to become fuller, richer, deeper. You're going to have quite the impact on each other. You'll nurture each other's interest as well. You'll feed each other in a very beautiful way. Your inspiration, your spirituality, everything is going to grow and thrive and blossom from this relationship. The advice of the card is look for others who share your visions. So you may be surprised, and that may be where you find the other person. And if you work with other people, you'll end up with greater results in the end of whatever it is that you're taking on or doing. Your keywords are partnership, creativity, communication, travel, planning, education, and inspiration. And you know what? If we all feel inspired by something every day, it gives us a reason to get up out of bed, does it not? All right, so now I'm going to do your significator for this overall reading. Anything that hasn't shown up in the 5-card spread will appear here if it needs to be. And if something needs to be highlighted again and emphasized on that showed up, it'll show up here. Absolutely. One more go here. There's a big, nasty, some kind of a hornet or a yellow jockey. Say big stinger on them. Don't you come near me. Here, I'll tell you your future real quick. You won't have one. I can't kill anything now. Even if it stung me, I couldn't lash out and kill it. Oh, all right. Here we go, Virgo. Here it comes. You ready? Justice. I think there's a reverse on her, though. I hope not. I can't remember. All the cards are different. Justice. She's a major arcana as well. It's going to take me a minute. I don't know where she's at. So I'm not in this book enough. I don't use these cards enough. For heaven's sakes. There she is. Oh, there's a reverse. Here's what she means upright. Represents balance, objectivity, and outlook, sincerity, harmony, and equilibrium. In the reversed position, the reverse side represents injustice, indecision, and difficult adjustments. There you go. So you've got some changes coming in. And that would apply to your challenges for the month. Relationships on lockdown, this kind of a thing. Held back by too much responsibility comes into play. Keywords of separation and fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck with responsibility, and change. And that, Virgo, was your reading. Thank you so much for being here and taking part in that. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank all subscribers to YouTube, to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. It means everything that you are. Also, you can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, and I'd like to say thank you to the group on Facebook as well. I hear a big resounding cheer going up. Yes, you're all welcome to join us there under Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook. We are a very much like-minded group of people, and you're all warmly welcomed as well. Also, if you like this reading and you'd like something specific just for you, I offer the service of private readings. Of course I do. You can find the information for that down below in the show more section. please read through there once and grab my email, which I use for everything, and you can ship me off an email and get you taken care of. Also, you can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Blogspot, on Google, and on Twitter as well. And if you're looking for me, you can always find me right here, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, or walking on the beach along the water's edge down below, that hold the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. And you'll always catch me waiting on the next high tide. I hope to see you all back next week for the weeks. The weeklies will follow the month of July and see how it all unfolds. Thanks a lot, guys. We hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.